Alright, so welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about squash bugs and basically how to get rid of squash bugs out of your garden. Squash bugs are approximately half an inch long, and you can identify them by their brownish or gray body, and they have a flat back. They aren't very hard to identify. Um, the first method I have for getting rid of squash bugs is you pick the egg masses off the plants, which they can be identified because they're in like a bigger cluster, like on the plant. And the eggs can hatch close to every 10 days. So picking them off weekly is probably your best choice. You can scrape them off with a butter knife, and you can scrape them off into dish soap, which kills the eggs, and then you can dispose of the eggs somewhere else. Because if you um, scrape off the eggs just onto the ground, the eggs will still hatch and they'll still get to your plants. The second method I have is you put a board or shingle in the garden at night. When you do this, putting a board or shingle in the garden at night, all the stink bugs like the adults and the nymphs will go underneath the board to congregate because they like to go in, like smaller places, smaller, tighter spaces. And in the morning, what you'll do is you'll squash the board and the bugs underneath it, and then you will dispose of the bugs every morning. The third way I have, which is insecticides, such as Carbile/Sevin, are most effective if applied when the eggs are hatching. Because if you want to apply them when the eggs are hatching, because you're not just trying to kill the adults, you're trying to kill the adults and the little ones too. So they're not as big of a problem. The fourth way I have is you can burn or compost old squash to prevent them from coming back, because they will eat up on that same squash plant for quite a while, and they will be there for a pretty long time. So burning them and composting them, just getting rid of them faster, is a really good option as well. The fifth and final way I have is keep checking your plants daily and making sure that they aren't becoming a huge problem. If there are no more than a few vines infected, keep collecting and destroying the bugs as well as their egg clusters. Doing this will help you pretty much keep control of your garden and prevent them from spreading out in your garden and taking over. So that is pretty much all I have on this video. My personal favorite method is method number 2, where you put a board or shingle in the garden, because in my opinion it's the most effective and easiest way to do it. Well, I don't really know if it's effective, but it seems like the easiest way to do it. But that's all I got, so see ya.